almost everything Microsoft has had success at, they have either stolen legally or illegally from some other company. They have a very large budget for their research labs, which in several decades has produced almost nothing. Tens of billions of dollars being spent on research. But if you look at Word, it was lifted from WordPerfect. If you look at Excel, it was lifted from Lotus 123. If you look at Teams, it's coming from Zoom. And if you look at Microsoft Edge, from Google Chrome, and they annihilated Netscape and stole from them and whatever else, on and on. Money from Quicken that they've never got much traction. Even search, Bing. You know what Bing stands for? Bing stands for, but it's not Google. And so basically, we would not have a business like Microsoft if they said we're going to invent everything internally. And even when you look at a business like Burger King, so McDonald's has a large army of people who focus on figuring out locations. Locations are really important for fast food. And Burger King has two guys, and they just look at where McDonald's is putting up locations, and then they go and clone it. And those two guys and their dog do pretty well. And repeatedly, you will find, so if you look at Ryanair in Europe, they cloned the Southwest model and went from there. And so many airlines around the world have cloned the Southwest model. And in fact, the only ones that have done well are the ones who have cloned the Southwest model. Anyone else who tried to do any other type of airline just fell flat and went bankrupt. So cloning is, there's something weird in the human psyche which looks down on cloning. They think it's kind of beneath ourselves, like what you just said, like, we should do our own work. And I think that's a very tough way to go through life. I like to go through life in an easy manner. I think it would be quite foolhardy in the investment world to not ride on the shoulders of giants. I think a lot of smart people, many of them dead, have done a lot of heavy lifting, and to try to sit down and create everything by yourself, nobody is that smart. So Ben Graham put some frameworks in place. Warren Buffett has built on that framework quite significantly, and others will build beyond that. And I think if I were to focus on Graham, Buffett, and Munger, especially Munger, I think that's a tremendous framework to use.